Good. Hi folks, Chief Meteorologist James Zahara here. A pretty quiet day across the board. Temperatures warming up nicely from south to north. Readings, in fact, already in the 60s around the Quad Cities, even near 70 degrees that we're also noticing right around Macomb. Of course, this is actually part of a warm front that's slowly advancing from south to north across the area, helping to really increase those winds. It's also going to help maybe ignite even a few showers, maybe even a thunderstorm or two later on tonight as well, but nothing severe. The system, the area of low pressure out to the west, that's going to be the one that will be tracking nearby, increasing that instability, and certainly later in the day on Friday, produce that threat for some severe weather. And all hazards are all in place across the area for seeing some widespread severe thunderstorms. We're talking about hail, a couple of tornadoes, and even some strong winds to go with it as well. Here's the breakdown, the probability, and with this magenta color that you see here, that's a significant probability of seeing EF2 tornadoes, at least a couple of them. And we're talking about winds maybe spinning as fast as 136 miles an hour. So we could get a couple of tornadoes within this area, and that covers pretty much of our viewing area. What about when it comes to hail? Well, there is that threat as well, with maybe golf ball size hail possible within this shaded area. That pretty much covers our entire viewing area. But the biggest threat of all is going to be the wind. I mean, we're talking about some severe wind gusts, maybe over 70 miles an hour. The probability is 45% of a severe wind gust within 25 miles of a particular point within this pink color. That's what we're anticipating. So that by far is going to be the highest risk of seeing severe weather, at least the main threat. Isolated threat as we make our way with hail. And then as far as tornadoes, looks like a significant risk. We're seeing at least a couple of tornadoes, maybe some long tracking tornadoes somewhere across our viewing area. Let's put this all into motion overnight, early tomorrow morning. This is 1 a.m. and we start seeing some of these showers, maybe even a non-severe thunderstorm popping up north of the Quad Cities. So we'll keep that chance going as we head late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Begins to fade a little bit. By the time we get to 6 a.m., it's going to be very mild, courtesy of that south wind that we're noticing now that may be gusting around 40 miles an hour. Numbers will be in the mid-50s, and those same winds will warm up those temperatures even more with not only 60s, but even some lower 70s. It's going to grab some humidity with it as well. Dew point temperatures likely in the lower 60s. Extremely rare to see that around here so early in the season, and that really starts building in that instability. By the time we get to lunchtime, we could be seeing a nice little cluster of some showers and thunderstorms. It could be severe with this one, but I'm not really worried about this. And even with all this activity coming in before the main event, the dynamics are going to drive this storm even more as we head later in the afternoon. This is 4 p.m., and that's the line we'll be watching. We make our way to 5 p.m., and that's still on track to be impacting the immediate Quad Cities. And we go to about 6, then we start focusing more on the Illinois side. After 6 o'clock, everything moves its way off to the north and east. But these are going to be discrete supercell storms. These are going to be rotating storms, and that's where the probability of a couple of tornadoes can't be ruled out. This is around 5 p.m., and most of that darker color, or at least I should say that kind of magenta color that you see here, is primarily focused more on the Illinois side. So we'll have to keep an eye on that for the possibility of seeing a couple of tornadoes across the area later on in the day. Once the system moves on by, then we cool things off, chill things off nicely on Saturday. Actually may start the day with a light mix early, and then skies will improve after that. We'll warm up those temperatures in the days to follow with another round of some active showers and thunderstorms, possibly by later Tuesday. For more weather information, go to our website. That is WQAD.com.